Welcome to LearnRite Biology. This is biology. Interactive biology, right? LearnRite Biology. Mega biology. I hope you are using your Mega 1. Fine. But if you want to know more about what we are doing here, you have to get Mega 2.2. So you understand very well. We are still with a level of organization in living things. We're just done with the organ and organ system in plants. We're just done with organ and organ system in plants. So we want to look at organ system in mammals too. I hope you are there. For plants, we couldn't wait to, we couldn't wait. That's why we added organ system to the organ. But now I want to look at organ system in mammals. How do the various organs work together to achieve a common goal? When we said the tongue is for feeding, does the goat use the tongue alone for feeding? Just the tongue. So to get its food, why is it even feeding? So that food nutrients, food substances, get to the tissues. For the tissues to use the food as raw material to build tissue. A lot of organs, a lot of body parts are involved in the process. So for a goat to feed, for instance, we have the tongue, the mouth, buccal cavity that contains the tongue. The buccal cavity that contains the tongue. Then we have salivary gland. Then we have esophagus, when the food is chewed and swallowed. Then in the stomach, where the food will be stored and mixed with gastric juice, if it is human being. The stomach that will secrete enzyme to digest food. Then duodenum. In the duodenum, food is digested. But it's only the duodenum that digests, releases the enzyme. Rather, pancreas that secrete pancreatic juice. If it is fat, enzyme in pancreatic juice cannot digest the fat unless bile emulsify fat and oil before it can be digested by enzyme in pancreatic juice. So you realize that it's the liver that secretes the bile. So the liver is also part of it. And when the liver secretes bile, the bile is stored in the gallbladder. It's the gallbladder that releases the bile. So they are all playing their specific role for a common goal. And from there, food moves to the ileum, where the wall of the ileum secretes succus entericus that contain enzyme, also digestion. Then if it's a herbivore, then a large intestine, cecum for digestion of cellulose, the colon for absorption of water. Before then, small intestine for absorption of digested food. The rectum will store undigested food as feces. Continue to absorb water. Remember that if the colon fails to work, then human beings, we have what we call diarrhea. Because the colon will have to absorb water, saliva mixed with food, gastric juice, pancreatic juice, bile. They are all made from water in the body. So the body must retrieve this water, reabsorption of this water in the colon. And the one you have drank also. You realize that if the colon fails to work, They will suffer from diarrhea. The rectum must keep feces. Then your great anus will control the exit of feces. You know, if it doesn't work well, you don't respect anus. They're sorry for you, be disgraced in public. So all the organs are working, but they are coordinating. So this is what we call organ system. So the organ system you have described right now is for digestion. And if you take a look at the characteristics of living things, reproduction, movement, respiration, excretion, irritability, reproduction. All these have system, one or more system that take care of this. So another one is nutrition. I did not mention it. So it's the digestive system that take care of nutrition. So let's look at digestive system in the goat. We have the mouth, we have the tongue, we have esophagus, we have the stomach, we have the small intestine, we have the liver, we have the gallbladder, we have the pancreas, we have large intestine, then we have anus. In the mouth, we also have salivary gland, don't forget. Let's look at reproductive system in this goat. We have testes. We have testes. After production of sperm, we have vas deferens. We have sperm duct that carries the sperm. Then we have penis. We have penis. That is let's happen. Yeah. The one that has to penetrate for the sperm to be released. They all carry out their function. The testes cannot penetrate and release the sperm. Have you seen? Each of them is playing its role. If you look at the female reproductive system, you have your so remember all this. This is a vagina. It's an organ on its own. This is a uterus. It's an organ on its own. This fallopian tube is an organ on its own. This is the ovary, an organ on its own. So this is an organ system. There's an organ referred to as clitoris, sensitivity in a female. The function of the vagina, I hope you know, to receive penis. Receive penis. Then fallopian tube, fertilization. Before then, the ovary will produce the ovum. Have you seen? Now, zygote is formed here. What does the baby develop? What does the baby develop? So this is ovary. I know people are writing. And this is a uterus. And this is a vagina. This is a female reproductive system. I want you to complete this one for me. Complete it. I will draw it for you. Also draw. So what does the baby develop? Uterus. What does the baby live when it is time? Vagina. So all are playing their respective role, the totality of reproduction, the female reproductive system. Now, let's move on to circulatory system. This is the heart. And I'm holding one of the blood vessels. Two blood vessels. One is the aorta, one is vena cava. So what does the blood do? What does the heart do? Pumps blood. The heart cannot carry the blood to all parts of the body. So blood vessels might do that. So look at the screen. This is the heart. Then the aorta. These are the arteries. They are all organs. Sending blood to the kidney, liver, and co. Then another blood vessel, vein, carry carry blood away from an organ. They all vein join to form a bigger vein known as vena cava. We have two vena cavae. Two vena cavae. One carries deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body, the head region. This anterior vena cava. Then one from the lower part, posterior vena cava. What we are saying is that all these are involved in circulation of blood. Together they form the circulatory system. What is the function of the circulatory system? Yes, transport of material in the body. Transport of material in the body. Because even the food is digested and absorbed in the small intestine. It's the blood that will transport the food from the small intestine to the liver and other parts of the body. Let's move on to another example of an organ system, the respiratory system. Respiratory system made up of the lungs. So don't forget the nostril. Then don't forget your larynx. Don't forget your nostril. Nostril. I hope you have seen that. Air will pass through the nostril. Then we have we have pharynx. That's the throat. Here, inside here. Pharynx. Then pharynx to larynx. Pharynx to larynx. Then larynx. Then trachea. Then lungs. Each of them has a specific role to play. Before the air is able to enter, don't forget the intercostal muscles, the rib cage, even the diaphragm. The sheet of muscle that separates the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. So this is the respiratory system. Is it not interesting? Respiratory system. Let's look at the excretory system. Here we have specifically the urinary system, made up of two kidneys. Two kidneys. So obviously when you are drawing, one is higher in position than the other because the ureter, the length is different. The two kidneys. Ureter. Urinary bladder for storage. The urethra for elimination. That is the urinary system. That's interesting. We have the nervous system made up of the brain, spinal cord, nerves. And nerve is made up of nerve cells. The sense organ. So the sense organ, eye, nose, ear, even the tongue, they form the nervous system. Nervous system. Even the skin, also part of nervous system. Perception. Nervous system. So you realize that the skin can be found in various systems. You realize that the skin can be found in various systems. There's another system known as integumentary. That is about, integumentary is made for protection. The system made up of skin, fur, hooves. Hooves, and we can see this hoof of a goat. Integumentary, the outer covering. So the skin, fur, hoof. Tilapia is here. Scales form part of the integumentary system. We are looking at mama, but this is also a living thing. So we have to appreciate it too. Skills. Integumentary. They provide support, protection. The integumentary is also made up of oil glands. Remember the oil gland? Integumentary system is also made up of oil glands. Remember oil gland in a fowl. You have sweat gland. Remember oil gland in a fowl. Then you have sweat gland. And what we call sebaceous gland in the skin of mama. That's integumentary system. Integumentary system is made up of the skin and its associated structures such as fur, oil gland, hooves. You can see hoof. You can see hoof. And even scale in tilapia. We are looking at mama. But tilapia is here, so we have to appreciate it too. Don't forget bears, the feet of bears. Lizard, scales, integumentary. Feathers in bears. They are integumentary system. Provide protection. They provide support. They serve purpose of excretion, the skin. And sensory perception, sensitivity. That's integumentary system. There are a lot of systems. They are in Mega 1. Look at them. Then don't forget what we call organism. Organism is where all these systems work together. But don't forget their working is coordinated. Coordinated. Don't forget the way they work is coordinated. How do you understand coordination? It is the nervous system that coordinates all activities of the organ system. You want to go and eat. Digestive system. By the time you go for the food to be served, if it's a school canteen, let me inform you that your mouth is prepared. You are salivating because saliva is necessary for the food to be lubricated for easy swallowing. The gastric juice, the gastric gland of the stomach are ready to produce gastric juice. Because why? Your eye have seen the food. Your nose has smelled the food. The brain is aware that you are eating, so ready to eat. If the money you are sent to go and buy the food is a stolen money, and you saw your house master, and you know that you are a suspect of that money, your appetite will be locked up. You cannot feel for the food again. It means your brain is aware that you are not safe. If you know that the house master is coming straight to you for the money you have stolen to buy the food, you have bought the food, you will leave the food there. If your house master comes and say, looks at you and gets back, he has not asked you a question, you know what it means. So appetite. So the brain controls everything. So that when you are doing something, another one is switch off. If there's a need for the two to work together, fine. That's why when you are sad, when you are angry, you don't feel for food. You don't have appetite. Even if you are forced to eat, the food will not be digested. That's control and coordination. So even though the organ systems are working, they are controlled by the central, the control center. That's the nervous system, made up of the brain, the spinal cord. Because for even saliva to be secreted, more for food to be digested, is the brain that regulates it. Your eyes have seen a snake. Whether you are going to shout or you keep quiet, you know. Your brain will tell you whether you can kill that snake. Whether that snake can be killed. Whether there are people around. Whether you are going to shout and run away or you keep quiet so that the snake will not even leave. That's coordination. If you are going to move backward, how many steps? Are you picking a stone? If a stone of that size can kill that snake, the brain is coordinating. If it is a rod that we have to use, if a cutlass you have to use, your brain is coordinating. Thank you for watching LearnRite Biology. I hope you have enjoyed organization of life. Join me in the next lesson